Welcome back to another video. Today I have something super exciting, which if you are like an OG follower of me, like you watched me like 3 years ago, you know I've actually already showed these products on my channel before, but it was so long ago and I don't have the videos still up on my channel. But today is a new video about this, and if you didn't watch me then you're probably really confused, so let's just get into it. Today I will be showing you guys my pass along journals. So a few years ago when she first reached out to me about these books, I'd never heard of them, but I thought it was the coolest idea, so I showed them on my channel. But now that I have a bigger audience, she wanted to send them to me again so I could show you guys the journals. So basically what this is like I said, it's called My Pass Along Journal. There are 3 different versions of this book. There's the standard edition, the Christian edition for women and girls of all ages, and the standard edition for women and girls of all ages. The author of this book is Helen Cole. She's super sweet, and I love talking with her over email about these books. On the cover of the book it says, "An individual discovery of self-worth as viewed through the eyes of loved ones." These are all available on Amazon, and of course I'll link them down below. They're all less than $10. Like, guys, that's a steal. You're probably wondering, what even is this book? Like, what is it? Well, it tells you on the back. My Pass Along Journal is an engaging activity book intended to provide an opportunity to share positive with the person it is given to. This edition is appropriate for any age or gender. That's just this book specifically. As this journal is passed to mentors, friends, family, and colleagues, each person completes an activity page focused on the recipient. This journal provides a variety of activities, a perfect gift for anyone, suitable for any age, thoughtful, uplifting, inspiring. This is the author, Helen Cole. I'll put her @ for her socials here. But before we get into what the pages look like, I wanted to show you guys, I actually didn't know I still had this, but I still actually have one of the books. Also, sorry if this video seems chaotic. I haven't done like a face to camera talking video in a while. But anyways, this is the one I had like years ago. You can see my ring light. Anyways, you can clearly see my talent level has gotten a bit better than this, but still cute to see. Okay, it's really loud. I feel like you can't see me enough. Okay, so basically what this book is it's a book that you give to your friends and family to fill out for you, and they can look through the pages and pick an activity they want to fill out, and basically they just write a ton of uplifting, fun things about you, so that when you're going through like dark times or just you're sad or something, you can look through this and see what everybody loves about you, which I think is a super cool idea, and I've never heard of anybody else do something like this, because it's like an art prompt journal mixed with a self-love journal. Like, I don't know. But when you first open it, there's a page that says this book belongs to blank from blank date blank. You fill that out, and you can see there's a table of contents. There's a page that says to the giver of this journal, and it kind of tells them how to fill it out, which you guys can pause to read if you want to read all of these pages. The recipient of this journal that they can read through. And on page 12, it's an instruction page. So anybody that wants to the instructions to this and know how to fill it out, they go to page 12. So you guys can pause to read. And then it comes with 3 oh my gosh. It comes with 3 bookmarks as well that you can color and fill out, so that you can leave it in the blank pages, 1 of them and 2 of them for page 12, so people know those are where the instructions are. And in the back, like I said, they have some blank pages so that if you don't want to fill out any of the prompts, you can fill it out however you want. So let's get into the pages, look at some of the options, and find a few to fill out. And since this channel is like about me and I don't have somebody else who does this channel, I'm going to be filling this out just about nobody in particular, but just as if I was writing it for somebody, if that makes any sense. So let's get into it, and we'll discuss the difference between this book is just standard, it's just plain and simple, and the Christian edition. The main difference of this one is some of the details about it are a little bit different, and there are some Bible verses at the bottom of some of the pages, like he answered 1 Samuel 1:27, which, as you guys know, I am Christian. And then this last one, the standard edition for women and girls, it just has some more girly aspects to it. So yeah, again, all be linked in the description, and let's get into the drawing aspect of this video. Also guys, CapCut is back, so I did get to film on CapCut, so the old editing style is back.
Alright guys, time for voiceover me. But I got out all 3 versions just to choose which one I wanted to work in, and I decided to do the standard edition because it was just the most simple and plain. The first thing I have to do is look through the pages and decide what I want to color and what I want to customize. And I decided to first do the bookmarks because then I can put them in the pages I want, and I feel like that's just a good thing to start with. And I actually only used 2 of the bookmarks, not all 3, so yeah. Maybe I'll come back to it another day. But anyways, I found this old bookmark that I customized years ago, and it's so crazy because it matches the exact bookmark still on that other page. So I decided let's redo it and let's do a beach bookmark again. And the other one, I decided to do a little trick back from when I was like growing up. I saw this on craft videos all the time. It's where you use watercolor and then you put kosher salt on top and let it kind of make a fun pattern. So those are the two ideas we're going to be doing for the bookmarks. And I did just want to mention, I think it's super cool how there are bookmarks included, because I feel like so many prompt books are missing something like that. Like, I feel like it's just a cool thing to do that's not actually on the pages of the book, if that makes sense. Like, I know this came from the book, but I don't know if you know what I mean. So let me know if you guys like this editing style. I kind of do a mix between zooming in and speeding up and doing cuts of just the normal timeline. Also, if I sound weird, don't mind that. I'm a little bit sick right now. Anyways, back to the bookmark. I think this was going pretty good, except for the fact that the paper ripped up a little bit. But I do have to remember this is just normal paper. It's not meant for watercolor. So if you're planning on doing watercolor, it might like scratch it up a little bit, but I was okay with that because I wanted it to look like watercolor. Also, when you're doing the kosher salt thing, you really want to make it as moisturized as possible, so that the salt, oh my gosh, so that the salt can like soak up all the water and make a cool texture. So I kept adding more paint in hope that it would be wet enough for me to put the salt on there and for it to make a cool design. I was kind of just going for any color that looked like they would all look good together. So yeah, I waited till the next day and then I came back, and of course I had to have a Dr. Pepper because I'm an addict and I love swig. Alright, so anyways, I thought that I would include that in there because it sounded so satisfying. But anyways, I got salt all over my desk. But now I wanted to add more detail because these looked way too plain, so I got out some of my colored pencils to add some more details because I've noticed colored pencils layer really well on top of watercolor, and I didn't really have any other medium I wanted to use. And then I went in and used my acrylic paint pens a little bit that I just got. I actually just posted a video, so go check that out if you want. Aspects on there. Also, guys, my English never works. Like, I swear I mess up on what I say like 20 times in every video I post. Also, I did want to address, some people have asked if I use a script for my voiceovers. Guys, I don't use a script. That's why they're so chaotic, and I actually have to film like 100 different segments of voiceovers and then cut them and edit them and all that. I ended up covering these with some tape because that was the best way to protect them. I didn't want the paint to chip off or it to be bent like that because it was just bent. So I put some clear tape over them to keep them protected and sealed. And yeah, that was the finishing step, and I was actually pretty happy with the bookmarks. I feel like they turned out pretty good. I love the vibrant colors, and I think they'll make a really nice addition to the book because they're a little pop of color just in the book at all times, and other people can see it if you hand off your journal for other people to fill it out. I did forget to mention, by the way, the kosher salt trick didn't work too well, but it worked good enough that I still like how it turned out, but my new one's definitely better. Out of the two bookmarks.
So somehow I spelled my name wrong. Like, how did I do that?
Anyways, it's a new day, and off camera I actually decorated some of the pages towards the front of the pass along journal. I posted a short about it. But I felt like it would be too stressful to try to film a short and film on camera, so I'm just going to show you how they all turned out. I just did the few first cover pages that you don't really need to fill out some of them, but I just added some little aspects like this part, which I did spell my name wrong, so I had to cover it with the thing that says myself. And then I just added some little decorations like vines and stars to the other pages because I felt like they needed a little something, but I didn't want to go full out on all of the pages, if that makes any sense. And this red page definitely matches my nails, and it's perfect for Valentine's Day coming up, which is actually why I did my nails the way that they are. And then this page is just super simple. I just didn't really know what to do because so much of the page is filled with words. Same with this one, so I just added some blue little bubble type shapes. So now let's get on to actually drawing in one of the real pages. I chose this one. Draw a picture of the two of you together, create a caption to explain the picture. Like I said before, I'm not doing this with anybody, I'm just doing it with myself for the video purpose. So I decided to draw myself with my subscribers, but obviously I don't know what you all look like, so I just wrote the number of how many I have because I didn't want to exclude anybody or anything like that. Also, by the way, when you guys ask if I can draw you and then you give your description in the comments, I'm not going to draw you. I'm sorry, but I can't draw 60,000 of you guys. So I just wanted to let you know that, and if you're watching this and you've asked me before, just know I do custom drawings, but you have to pay me for them, and if you're interested, you can email me, which my email is in my bio and in the description. But in this drawing, I was drawing how I currently looked that day, and I was wearing a gray hoodie and these like blue wide leg leggings from Hollister, and my hair was up in a braid. So I just drew me exactly how I looked in real life. Also, I drew my style a little bit differently, like I made her head a little bit wider on this one, just because I felt like it made it look more cutesy for what I was going for. I actually kind of hate that word, but anyways. Also, kneaded erasers, I swear, are so satisfying when you get to like knead them apart from when they have the extra pencil color on them. But anyways, I really liked how the sketch was going. I just had to outline it, and then now to kind of review the journal a little bit while I'm outlining this, since it's not very exciting. I think this journal is a super cool idea, and I think it's less artsy and more writey. Like, you can for sure draw in it and stuff, but there's a lot for writing too. So I feel like this is less of an artist book and more for a book if you want other people uplifting you, or just a book for you and your friends to fill out. But I think if you're an artist, this is for sure a fun thing to do also. Or if you have an artist friend, this is a fun idea to buy it and then show them. I don't know if that made sense, but yeah, I personally think it's a really fun journal, and I'm going to be drawing in it for myself, and I'm not going to be giving it to other people, but I'm going to be drawing it in it as if I was other people, if that makes sense. But for this drawing, I decided to color with colored pencils instead of my alcohol markers, because I didn't want to go through the hassle of drawing it on a different paper and then cutting it out and gluing it on this one, because obviously alcohol markers would bleed through like 20 of these pages. But then I went in with an acrylic marker just because I love how smooth they look. And one thing about colored pencils is I'm not the biggest fan of them in general, just because they look more choppy. That's why I love alcohol markers and acrylic markers, because they're just so nice to look at. So I decided to go in with those and draw the number of subscribers I had, which at the moment I had 39k. I'm so close to 60k. I might be there by the time I post this, and then I decided to add some colorful details in the back because I really didn't have much more to the message that I wanted to draw, so I just decided to draw some fun shapes with some fun colors. And I made a short about this, but for anybody wondering why I've been a little more inactive recently on YouTube, it's just because school life is stressful, and I have school, I have long videos to film and edit for brands. You know, I need downtime for myself too, so I like watching shows, I hang out with people, I have church, stuff like that. So I don't just have a ton of free time, and I have a life outside of YouTube, and it really is no big deal, and I don't want to keep talking about it for that long. I just wanted to explain for anybody that's watching this, but they still are wondering why I don't post as much, and it's just because it's hard to handle YouTube and real life. So I just do it in my free time when I think it's fun, because I don't want to turn it into a job. I want to keep it as a hobby, and I think if it was a job too, that would be super cool, but I don't know if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Each drawing takes me at least an hour, so my videos aren't just like a lip sync and a quick dance. Like, I have to take a lot of time to do them, but I do love posting, and I don't want you guys to get the wrong message, but I just wanted to share with you guys and let you know. But this is basically the finished product of the picture. I honestly think it's really cute, and it does look like me, and I love all the fun colors in the background and how chaotic it looks. But anyways, I just wanted to thank you guys so much for watching this video. Remember, the links are in the description for these books. I honestly really like them, and I think you should for sure go check them out. They're made by Helen Cole, and they're all under $10. I love you guys so much. I'll see you in the next video.